this June, you are so irresistible. You're aligning, you're expanding, you're stepping into a version of yourself that is so magnetic that you're pulling people and opportunities and experiences to you to step into your new chapter. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm a Western tropical zodiac astrologer, and I'm here to help you transform your life by teaching you energy and helping you release your limiting beliefs so you can reprogram your subconscious mind and actually succeed in manifesting a reality that you truly dream of. We're going to look at the general transits in the sky for this horoscope, and then from there, I'm going to show you the chart and move you along week by week, pointing out to you the things that are most beneficial for you in manifesting your newest reality. Before I talk about Mercury, I just want to remind you, Virgo, that you are creating your reality, which means you must be an active participant in that creation. So I like to look at astrology as an awareness tool. It tells us the energetic potentials in the sky, but it is up to you to actually take action and do something with those energetic potentials so you can start to transform and transcend into a better reality. Let's go, Virgo. Your month starts off with Mercury in your 10th house, where you're very much focused in on your career. You might be receiving news or communication about your career, or if you're a business owner, you're really focused in on your business. It's also a time where you're using your voice to expand yourself out. Now, the 10th house also does involve your presence. This is your social presence or reputation in the world. So you might be really communicating out, making yourself seen, heard, where people are starting to really notice you. And then on the 8th of the month, Mercury enters into your 11th house, and you're very social at this time, Virgo. This is a time where you should be accepting invitations. People want to be spending time with you. Your friends are calling you up. Maybe you're being invited to groups or organizations, or you're finding groups and organizations or even business networks that are in alignment with your life goals and what you're trying to do. And it's also a time, Virgo, where you might be focused in on how you individually are creating a better life for all of humanity. This is a house of humanitarian efforts, so you might feel compelled to volunteer, or you might even feel compelled to really tap into like who you are and become very authentic and show up in a very authentic way so that you exude that energy out to others. Others feel it and they understand it's safe to be vulnerable and to be your total self. And so they start to do that, and then that just creates this beautiful trickle effect where you are in fact helping the world become a brighter place by simply showcasing your authentic energy. Then on the 26th, Mercury then enters into your 12th house, and this is a time, Virgo, where you are very connected to the divine. It wouldn't surprise me if you're receiving messages in your dreams, having very vivid dreams, maybe lucid dreaming, astral traveling type of energy. It's also a time where you might be receiving a lot of signs and synchronicity, so turn on your awareness at the end of the month, because you might be receiving some really powerful and important messages. Virgo, you're off to a good start, so let's talk love and money. Venus is starting off in your 8th house, where you're absolutely pouring love into yourself. It's a time where likely toward the end of May and entering into June, you have been really focused in on your own personal development, perhaps healing or releasing some very deep-rooted fear that has been holding you back from really becoming the greatest version of yourself. And it's also a time, because the 8th house does rule joint resources, where you could expect an increase in your finances, whether your partner has received a raise, a promotion, a new job, maybe you received settlement money or some sort of claim, some sort of inheritance, insurance money. Could be a time where you have, and your investments are growing as well. And then on June 6th, Venus enters into your 9th house, and this is very expansive energy. Now, this energy of love is hanging out in your 9th house of your open-mindedness. This is your ability to open yourself up and receive your goodness in. It could be a time where you are connecting with somebody from a foreign country. Venus, the energy of love, the 9th house, distant shores. It could be a time where you're very magnetic if you are you're a teacher, you're like a publisher, writer. It's a time where you can really be pushing out and sharing your knowledge, and people are really ready and willing to listen to you. It's also a time where you could really be tapping into and connecting with your dharma, what you are here to do. Could be a time where you're connecting more spiritually and really understanding and aligning with your soul mission. It's very beautiful energy. So now you know what you're thinking about, where your love and money is hanging out. So what are you doing this month? Well, Mars starts off in your 12th house. And this is the 12th house of your dreams and your wishes coming true. And Mars is the planet of action. So you might have been very focused on finding ways to fulfill your own dreams and wishes over the last month and at the beginning of this month. It's also a time where you might have taken on a spiritual practice, because Mars is very much the 12th house is about your spirituality, and Mars is the energy of action once again. And it's a time where you might have been taking like leaps of faith, because Mars is this kind of like bold, passionate, courageous energy in your 12th house of faith and your divine connection and your divine wisdom. And then on the 17th, Mars then enters into your first house. And now you are very independent. You're very bold. You're very courageous. You want to march forward. You want your own independent life path. You're not afraid to do the damn thing. You are ready. And it could very well be that this energy of Venus in your 9th house, you're understanding your soul mission a little bit deeper, Virgo. And now with Mars in your first house, you're like, hell yeah, I am not afraid to go create my life the way I desire it to be. Virgo, before we talk about Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, finally changing signs this month, hit the subscribe button if you are a Virgo or you have one in your life. Virgo, on the 9th of the month, Jupiter enters into your 11th house for the first time in 12 years and for the next year. And this is expansive and abundance and optimistic energy in your 11th house of your friends, of your social networks, of your business networks, of the money you earn from your job or your career. Hell yeah, Virgo, this is so expansive. You are like the it girl, you are guy. You are popular. You are magnetic. People want to know you. They want to talk to you. You're being invited to all the different places. Your money is flowing to you at increasing rates from your job, and you're feeling really good about yourself, because this 11th house, once again, is your authentic energy. And with Jupiter here, you're like, I am who I am, and that is, first of all, enough, and that is okay, and it is all good, and you're really feeling good and at home in your own body. So Virgo, let's talk about the moons very quickly, and then we'll get on to the week by week. So on the 11th, there is a full moon happening for you in your 4th house of home and family. Now, full moons typically bring endings or culminations. I like to look at them as positive, because a new door cannot open until another door closes. And full moons could also shine a spotlight on something. You know, the moon is full and it's like a flashlight looking down and showing you something perhaps that you hadn't noticed before. Now, this energy is in your 4th house of home and family. So from a very tangible perspective, you might be changing homes, maybe buying land, selling land, something like that. This could have something to do with a shift with your relationship with your mother, because the 4th house does rule the mother. It could also be that you are letting go of an insecurity. From a very energetic and emotional perspective, the 4th house rules your security, your energetic foundation. And when you are very secure with yourself, you can create anything you desire. But if you're struggling with insecurities, this is a really powerful time to let those go. Use the energy of the full moon and say, you know what, I'm done feeling this way. I'm done feeling jealous. I'm done feeling whatever. And I'm ready to really step into a new level of empowerment. Then on the 25th, there is a new moon for you happening in your 11th house. Now, this new moon is asking you to send out your desires as it relates to friendships, as it relates to the money you earn from your career, as it relates to business networks and organizations and groups that you belong to as well. So if you have any desires in that arena, I would say send them out to the universe and let the universe deliver. All right, Virgo, let's go week by week. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that I am not a doom and gloom astrologer, which means I'm going to give you the most positive experience that I can. Why? Because I know that my thoughts and my words create my reality. The same goes for you. So I don't want to give you any negative ideas about what might happen, and then you go on and think that, and then boom, you've created that negative experience for yourself. So even though there are squares and oppositions in astrology, I do like to view them as as opportunities for your soul's growth and evolution. So rather than viewing them as challenges, I view them as opportunities. All right, let's get going, Virgo. This is going to be fun and exciting. I can't wait. I'm going to annotate for you and show you around what's going on. I've got my notes here, Virgo. I've got you here. I've got my computer here. So I'm going to be kind of looking in all different directions here. So please bear with me. It's the first time I'm doing it this way. All right, Virgo, if you'll look down at the bottom right hand of the screen, if you're watching, you'll see this calendar right here, and I'll move it so you can see. This is where you'll see the dates moving and you'll see the planets moving. So every once in a while, I'll reference that just so if you want to look and follow along with me. So let's start off June 1st through the 8th, week 1 of June. I'm calling the week of good vibes and positive transformation. All right, let's go. So you'll notice right out of the gate here that we've got Neptune conjunct Saturn in your eighth house. So this is the energy of your dreams and your wishes coming true, and it's hanging out in your eighth house. So for me, I'm thinking, are you Virgo? Have you been trying to become a new version of yourself? This is you being able to have the discipline and the emotional maturity and the responsible energy to create that dream version of yourself for yourself. This is also the energy of your joint resources. So, do you have a dream around how you and your partner are going to build your life? And if so, you are an active participant in that dream. And this is a time where you could actually bring that dream and start bringing it down to earth, truly starting to manifest it. So, very powerful energy to start off with. It's sextile Pluto in the sky, down in your sixth house. So, you and your partner, there could be a dream here that is fulfilled, that starts to become fulfilled, and it changes your daily life. It completely changes the way you live, maybe the work you do, or all of a sudden don't have to do because all of a sudden your investments are popping off. Your partner has hit it big. Maybe you win the lottery. Maybe the investments are just coming in so fast, so easy, something like that. But expect some sort of change in your daily life, your daily work, and your health routines because of this kind of dream coming true around your personal development and joint resources. Now, because the sixth house does involve it's like a healing energy and it's the physical body, it could be that you're dreaming about this like perfect body, this perfect health, and you discover it, you bring it down to earth at this time. Now, look down at the slider, look down at the calendar, and I'm just going to go forward ahead a few days into the future. You can see even on the 18th, um, oh, you can see, oh, what's going on here? Sorry, you can even see that we went all the way down to June 18th, and these planets haven't really shifted. Why? Because they're much slower moving planets or outer planets. So this is not a very fast moving energy. This isn't like get rich quick scheme. It's like you're building it and you can take your time kind of over the next month or two to build this out, but something will eventually shift. So starting off strong there, Virgo, super exciting. Ah, I did so much drawing here. Okay, let's keep going. You know what? I've noticed this too. Let me fix this really quickly. There we go. Okay. Then on the 1st to the 5th, you'll see Venus in Aries. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm like, why am I not seeing Venus in Aries? Here we go. We've got to bring our calendar back to the 1st of the month. That's why I'm like, Venus is in Taurus. No, Venus is in Aries. Thanks for bearing with me here. Venus is in Aries, sextile Jupiter in Gemini. So here you've got finances, the energy of finances, joint resources in harmonious aspect with abundance in your career house, in your business house. This could be you pouring tons of love into yourself, Venus energy, loving yourself. And because of it, you're stepping into your confidence, your empowerment, all those beautiful things, and you've started your own business or your career is finally taking off and you're receiving more abundance because of it. It's very powerful manifesting energy in the sky. It could also be that your joint accounts are increasing because of something that you did in your business or your career. If you're a business owner, what you did in your business, career, if you're working for somebody else. Because Venus Jupiter sextile is like a kiss of money luck in the sky. It's like quick, fast expansion. So keep your eye out for that at the beginning of this month as well. Moving on, and that's happening until about the 5th of the month. Then from the 2nd, let's go here, 2nd to the 8th of the month, we've got Mercury in Gemini. You can see Mercury right here. A sextile, once again, harmonious energy, Mars in Leo in your 12th house. So from a very tangible, very, very tangible perspective, this is the energy of you hearing about something, some sort of like career, business, expansion, communication, Mercury, and you're taking action and it's like international business because this 10th house is your career or your business and Mars is the planet of action in this 10th house of like going international. So you might have a plan for your business to go international. It could be that. Now, from a more like spiritual perspective, the 12th house is very spiritual. It's your faith, it's your essence. This planet, this Mars energy is taking action toward your dreams coming true in the 12th house. And so it could be that you are combining like your spiritual energy with your career or your business, maybe even coming out as like, or creating a spiritual business of sorts, something like that. How else could this play out for you? It's direct communication. It's direct communication that propels you into some sort of action, specifically around your faith. You might receive some sort of like thought or an idea from somebody, maybe a colleague, a boss, a business partner from you about your career, and you're taking this like leap of faith and you're just going to go for it. And you're like, let's see what happens. And it's a harmonious aspect. So it should work out in your favor, actually. So keep me posted on what that looks like for you, Virgo. Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty, let's keep moving on. Now, toward the end of week one, kind of around the 7th onward, from the 7th to about the 12th, you will see Venus now is in Taurus in your 9th house. And this energy is squaring up with Pluto down here in your 6th house. So Venus in the 9th, this is very expansion energy. Ooh, sorry, I hit my desk and now I'm wobbly. This is expansion energy. This is you connecting with your dharma. This is you understanding and knowing from like a soul level what you came here to do. And Venus, the energy of love and money with this soul level energy, and you're like, I'm ready to really step into and onto my soul path. Now it's connected to Pluto once again in your day-to-day life, transformation in your day-to-day life. So that makes perfect sense. You step onto your soul path. It might be that you decide to change your career. You decide to change up something in your daily routine that no longer suits this more spiritual, kind of deeper understanding of who you really are. From a more tangible perspective, this is also the energy of millionaire, billionaire energy. Now it's a square, so it's not going to feel the easiest. It's going to feel maybe a little bit of tension, a little bit of frustration, but that frustration is the catalyst for the change, for the growth, and for the evolution. So you could almost even feel like frustrated in your daily life, right? Pluto, power, transformation, regeneration, frustrated in your day-to-day life, which pushes you to start to think about like, what are you really here to do? To start to change up your mindset even, because remember, your mind controls, your thoughts control your reality. What you think expands and creates. And so you might be like really annoyed down here with your daily routines, and you're frustrated so much that you decide to change in a very loving and positive way, Venus love energy, your life philosophy. That's 9th house energy. So you could be changing your life philosophy so that it is in harmonious energetic flow with what you are trying to create for your reality. Remember, Virgo, you can't have a belief and have a conflicting belief about your new life and make it work. So for example, if you were to think that you really want more money, this is just a very simple, easy example. You want to become a multimillionaire, but you also have a very deep rooted belief that money is the root of all evil. You will never become a millionaire because you believe evil people are the ones that are millionaires, right? So you're going to have to work and get rid of that limiting belief, Venus in the 9th house, so you can change up your reality. Whoa, that was just week one, Virgo. I hope you're excited about it. Let's get on to week two, the 8th through the 9th through the 15th. I'm calling week two the week to get right with yourself. We're going to get real with ourselves, Virgo. Let's do the damn thing, okay? All right, so starting on the 9th of June through about the 11th, you have got Mercury conjunct Jupiter in the sky, squaring up with your Neptune and Saturn conjunction. So you could also be like, I want to become this person, 8th house. This is a version of me I really want to put out there. And you have a big idea and a big, bold way that you want to do it, but you're nervous. You're like, I don't know. I don't know if I can really put myself out there and share with people like, this is who I am and this is who I've become. And so there is that tug of war between like, who have I become versus am I ready to actually share it with the groups and organizations and people I spend time with? I have this dream vision of myself. Am I ready to let people know this is who I am? Am I going to lose friends? Am I going to have to rebuild groups and organizations I belong to, or will I even be a part of them anymore because of that? It also could be that you realize there might be some misalignment with groups and organizations you belong to because of this like new version of yourself. So see how that plays out for you, Virgo. It's not necessarily negative. It's just you're going to feel a little bit of, friction in the body. It doesn't last long, a couple of days. A couple of days. See, by June 12th, it's already breaking up. So don't fret on it. It's just like an FYI, right? So on the 10th of June, moving forward, the 10th to the 18th, so basically this entire next week, you've got Venus and Taurus up here in your ninth house, sextiling Mercury over here in your, that was a bad circle, over here in your 11th house. So once again, whenever I see a Venus aspect to Mercury, I'm automatically thinking, especially a harmonious one, I'm thinking manifesting power turned on. Why, Virgo? Because to manifest, you need your thoughts, your speech, your emotions, and your actions in alignment. That's it. All these people are overcomplicating manifestation. It's not that difficult. So what is Mercury? Well, Mercury is your thoughts and your speech. And what is Venus other than your heart, right? So now you just have to take a little bit of action and do the dang thing. So here I would assume something along the lines of, or what I would think for you is, you're really magnetic. People want to spend time with you. You're communicating with lots of different people with Mercury in your 11th house. You might even be connecting with people from distant shores, maybe online, right? That's an easy way to connect with people distantly. But you could also be connecting with people. You could even be traveling abroad here with Venus in your ninth house as well. But it's like you're connecting with the right people that are going to help you expand in some way. Venus, the energy of love and money in your house of expansion in this ninth house, right? So do what you will with that. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what I was drawing there. I'm having too much fun with this drawing. I really am. Okay, so you're magnetic, you've got it going on. And then on the 9th to the 15th, so same time frame as this magnetic energy. Oh, and I wanted to show you too really quickly how long this lasts. So you've got Mercury here. Let's watch them dance together in the sky as I move the calendar forward. So down in the right-hand corner, you can see them going together. Look at Mercury and Venus just moving together so nicely until about like, I don't know, the 18th. The 18th of June is kind of when they start to split off and Venus kind of moves a little bit slower and Mercury's still going fast, right? So it's a good amount of time for you to be manifesting. You're super magnetic around expansion, like I mentioned, and connecting with lots of different people, specifically connecting with benefactors and allies that want to support your expansion. Friends, family, people that are like, yeah, I want to invest in you. That's a great idea. All right. So finally, for week 2 of getting right with yourself, this is where it gets right with yourself. You've got Uranus here in your ninth house, squaring up with Mars in your 12th house. Now, this is kind of an interesting square because once again, you've got Mars in your 12th house of like taking leaps of faith, of creating your dream reality, of going for it. And you've got Uranus up here, the planet of innovation, the planet of releasing or um, releasing or deconstructing things that no longer serve you so that you can rebuild in a more positive way that suits you and everybody involved. So Mars is like take action, build the dream. Uranus is like what limiting belief are you stuck on that's not helping you build the dream? You're going to feel very stuck. You're going to be like, it's going to feel like stuck a little bit, like in a rut, but it's also like breakthrough energy. Because when you can just let go of this little limiting belief, whatever it is for you, Virgo, you know what it is probably, you're going to be able to jump forward in faith and say, you know what, this is what I'm doing and I'm creating my best life because of it. So use this kind of tension, annoyed energy where you're like, oh, I'm stuck. The stuckness for you is a limiting belief. Release it, call it a day, move on, right? Don't overcomplicate energy work. It's not that complicated. All right, moving on to week 3. I'm calling it the week of go big or go home. This is June 16th to the 22nd. 16th to the 22nd. I'm going to bring this a little bit forward. I'm going to go to like the 18th so you can really see. There we go. All right. So we've got Jupiter in Cancer. Ooh. Oh boy. Jupiter in Cancer. There we go. Sextiling Mars in Virgo. This is taking big
bold action as it relates to your life path, Mars in the first house, and as it relates to probably like some social network, some expansion around money that you earn from your career. This could be you meeting up with somebody who wants to support you. Once again, you're connecting with them, and they're like, your whole life is going to expand and change in the most brilliant ways because of it. And by the way, I mentioned earlier in the video, but you've got Jupiter here in your 11th house of the money you earn from your career, of your friends, of your groups, of benefactors, allies, of living your best, most authentic life the entire year. So it's really good energy. So don't be afraid to do the dang thing. Week 3 is saying whatever you have in these dreams and these plans and these ideas, just go for it. Don't be a wimp. Just do it. Just do it, right? Listen to Nike. All right. Finally, Virgo, for week number 4 of June, June 23rd to the end of the month, I'm calling this week the week to manifest it all. Why? Well, because look what we've got right here. I mean, if you are not going to go for it, Virgo, I want to just go for it, Virgo. Don't make me shake you, right? We've got a Jupiter Cazimi in your 11th house. A Cazimi, which means Jupiter is kind of being entering into the heart of the sun and totally amplifying the energy of Jupiter. Not Jupiter already brings expansion, and now it's just being wildly amplified. Like, can it really get any better in your 11th house of your friends, of your popularity, of people who want to spend time with you and be around you and your groups and your organizations and helpful people, benefactors, allies, money from your job. Virgo, it doesn't get any better, but then it actually does. But wait, there's more because you will see right here now the new moon is there the next day as well. So you've got still this kind of Jupiter Cazimi energy happening with a new moon. So if Jupiter has not helped you out already, or you're like feeling like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Just send your desires to the universe. Say something to God, Source, Universe, Creator like this, Virgo. I insist that XYZ. I require a greater social network and more wealth in my life. I require more money from the work that I do. I require more money flowing into my business every single day. I insist upon more money flowing into my business every single day. And I insist upon my social network expanding so I can help more people and help the collective in a better way. You could say something like that. And that will be exactly what is important for the universe to know. The important part when you're manifesting with your voice is that you're able to declare it out and very powerfully, like boldly, right? So saying words like I insist and I require, I mean, those are pretty extreme words. So use them. And finally, Virgo, we have 2 more things to discuss, and then I will let you free. From the 26th to the end of the month, 26th to 30th, we've got a couple of things happening. We'll start off here. We've got Saturn conjunct Neptune in the sky, trine, trine Mercury. Where's Mercury? Over here. Mercury in Leo. So this is the energy, Mercury in your 12th house. This is the energy of you receiving messages from the divine. They feel very guided. It's like clairaudience, it's messages in your dreams, it's signs, it's synchronicities over and over and over again. And these messages are helping you create this dream in your 8th house. You could receive we've heard stories like this before where the person just receives like a message that says, go buy the lotto ticket. And they go and they buy the lotto ticket and then they're the winner. It's like that type of energy. It's very faded and it's going to help you around either building out your own personal self, the version of you that you desire to be, and or joint finances and joint resources. And finally, Virgo. Finally, we also have in the sky Pluto down here in your 6th house, opposite Mercury in your 12th house. That's not the best line, but you see that you get the point. So this is kind of a tension energy, kind of an internal push and pull type energy between what you know, your voice, your reason, versus like your day-to-day routine, your work, your health, changes in your daily life. This one's an interesting one. It's almost like, are you really good? Like, whatever you receive, some sort of message, it could in fact change your entire reality. Are you going to be bold and brave enough to share this message so that your life can change or might change? It's like, do I say it? Do I not? Do I follow through on it or do I not? And I think that's kind of the back and forth you're experiencing. And it's between, once again, like this spiritual essence of you. It's like, do I really go for it? Like, do I lean on my faith and just trust with all of my might? That trusting Mercury energy, that faith in the 12th house, so that my whole life can change in a positive way, or do I not? And Virgo, that's up to you to decide.